Good morning everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. I just want to start off with a weekly quickly because we're pretty much going nowhere fairly slowly, and you can see on the weekly bar we had a sort of a green. It's not quite an exhaustion bar, but it is a fairly strong bull bar. But at the moment what we have forming is an inside bar. It is a bit of a concern. Not really anything to worry about because you've had other bullish bars form here. Well, that one actually worked out, but I mean you've had other ones in this trend. There's one, even that, and we've basically accelerated from it. So it's almost like that is the way things are moving. It's up, pull back, up, pull back, up. Okay, but it is a little worrying. And what we do have at the moment is we've got a fairly solid range that has formed. Now we did get a bit of a sell-off yesterday at the close, and that was just before Biden's speech around the stimulus package, and obviously that's not good enough for the market at the moment, and it's probably factored in, to be quite fair. So we are going into earnings seasons next week as well, so that's going to be fairly interesting to see what transpires there. But at the moment, I think we're probably just going to go sideways. Wouldn't surprise me if we go and test the highs of this range again. And you know what I'm talking about. There it is there. That's our range. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. I don't think there's anything else on the charts right now. Just fine-tune that range a bit. And that weekly high, I mean, this gap here, which is still not closed, is something which I think we do need to pay attention to. I wouldn't be too surprised to see it be targeted. So this is an area for buying as far as I'm concerned. The only issue I have with buying is our close here below the moving average. So you've had 2 3-hour bars below the moving average which have closed. So it could be an indication of more downside to come. Or alternatively, it could just be a retest. So at the moment, this is the 5th retest of the bottom here. So looking at that, break above this 3-hour bar is where our entry is right now to the upside. Right. So you can see buyers have been stepping in on this area here, and that is 3784. So it really wouldn't surprise me at the moment. We do have a bit of divergence here as well on the hour. So this seems to be a fairly decent area to be long. So I think for me, probably wait for the European Open just to make sure that there's no squirt down. There could very well be a squirt down, and I think you've seen it quite often where we come down to get the diagonal trend line. So that would more than likely line up with some kind of, probably something in that area looks fair. So these are the two levels to the downside. So starting at the bottom, 3764 and 3778. So remember, the longer that we go sideways, the higher the probability that we are going to get a 50-50 break. So in other words, the higher the probability of confusion. So at the moment, this is what's transpired. We sort of hovered here, all the way through. We listened to the Fed's talk, we listened to Powell talk, we saw some data come through which was atrocious, and only at the close that we sort of let go. So I still think sideways, so it's not really something that I'm really interested in trading at the moment. But I will be watching this area at the European Open because that does look like a fairly decent opportunity for a long. Only problem is your stop is going to be low, the swing low here. If we can just get it, the bar so small, there we go. So your stop is below 37.59, 37.60. I would actually put it at 37.57, something like that. So just 2 points below, 2 pips below that low there. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. It is range bound and probably going to carry on for this week. And I think the next thing we're waiting for is to see, how quickly they're going to roll out the vaccine. Biden is talking about 90 million vaccines being rolled out and having a plan for that. So that's the next thing to watch out for. But at the moment, the economic data is not looking very good, and I think that's pretty much put a halt on most things at the moment. So it's a wait and see game. I think that's the key thing. Trade the range. I'm very reluctant to be short because the trend is up, and I'll explain more of that in the video that I'm releasing on Sunday, so watch out for that. Anyway, guys, for me, it's sit on hands, probably take a long weekend this weekend. So hope it helps you somewhat. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning again. Cheers for now.